Welcome to my channel. I am Key and I'm your host. So we're gonna talk about mentality business development. That is market strategy, leadership, and business development. And I'm going to share thoughts and models that I picked up through the years and invented. And new thoughts, of course. So let's get started. So, what is leadership flow? Well, that is the perfect mental state that you can be in when you want to make the perfect business deals. Well, then you say nothing is perfect. Well, actually, your mindset can be in a perfect place for making good business. As the old market guru Napoleon Hill said, there are no failed business meetings. We can only fail in preparing them. So let's not do that. Leadership flow is the perfect mental, psychological flow. It's exactly the same flow as a top athlete has when he or she is going to perform and create great results. There are several leaders, or many leaders think that they have the flow, but if you don't feel good inside or if you don't feel mentally in the right place, it is really hard to get the right flow. And maybe you are quite good in doing business, but you could do even so much better. So, to the right, you can see the head that you see in so many of my videos and lecturings. And this describes different mindsets that needs to work together. This is the foundation of your leadership style, and it comes back in practically everything. If you know the content of this mindset, then you will be in a very good place because you can identify what you need to add or what you need to get rid of so that you can steer your businesses in the direction that you want. If you're not familiar with your own mindset, you will probably never experience your own maximum performance. So, the approaching mind. This is the conscious mind. Here you take in, you analyze factors, you watch, you make conscious decisions. If this mind is narrow, it is really, really bad. That's a red flag because you'll not be able to consume the broad picture that you need to minimize risks and optimize opportunities. The mastermind. This is the mind that's inside of you, deep inside of you, and it feeds the approaching mind from within. This is your subconscious mind, and this is your core. So your core carry your deeply rooted values from since you were born, and you've been programmed from the day you left your mommy's stomach. You get programmed from what is fed to you with your surroundings and what you experience through life. It's all in here. So if you let external matters affect you negatively and you take it in through your approaching mind, it's going right back into your core and it shapes you. Because in the approaching mind, you can make choices. So we choose the meaning we get from situations in life. And we send it right into our mastermind, into our core. It ends up right in there and shapes us. And it's fed back up to the approaching mind that makes decisions. And those are often made on what we have inside of us in our core that colors us. So you need to identify this and see, is there something in there that isn't good? Is there something in there that prevents you from taking good decisions? Because then we're coming to decision edging. And that is when you optimize your ability to make good decision. And it comes back to what I just said about these two minds. So there's a little bit more about this in the Cake and Edge video if you are interested in knowing a little bit more. Programs, we talked about it, you're programmed since birth and you can replace a bad program. If there's a program that doesn't serve you, that makes you uncomfortable, that hinders you in taking decision, that blocks you, maybe it's your self-confidence, then you can replace it by repetition. You need to bring in a new way of thinking. Consequences, Well, you have to analyze them and find out why things turn out positive and negative. Of course, we do it in business all the time. And this is important so that you can analyze. And how you analyze here actually goes back to your approaching mind and your mastermind and how you see things and how they work together. If you flow with life, you flow in business. And if there's anything in your mastermind that holds you back or stops you and blocks you from flowing with life, from being not afraid and from being able to take any decisions and walk outside of your comfort zone, if there's anything stops you from this, you need to look at it and you need to replace it. And you do it by repetition. Repeating the good and new thoughts will reprogram you. And believe me, you need it if you have something blocking you because you want to be successful. There was a saying when I was a child saying that alike children play the best. And I've been thinking at it now in older days, and it really is so true. Because if you're in the same energy field, in the same energy level as the other one, you actually play the best with that person. And it's the same with companies. You attract what you radiate out. Successful, positive companies with a powerful image of that radiates new thinking, new thoughts, positive attitudes. They want to play with the companies looking like themselves. They don't want to go to somebody that is shut in, that is closed down, that is very narrow-minded. So this is very, very important. If you're coming into the positive energy field in tune with those you want to make business with, that will increase your chances. If you're in a completely different frequency, because these are frequencies as we are all energy, so we are radiating energy. And if you're in another frequency, right there you see the question mark to the right, where other companies are not, or managers that you want to talk to are not, you're not going to be able to talk with them in a way of harmony, in a way you feel you're clicking with each other, because you're so far apart. As a person, because as a leader you are also a human being. As a human being, you have to learn how to flow with life to be at ease or be successful. Flow exists internally and externally. So what you can see here on the picture is your mastermind up to the left, and how the internal flow within you goes from your mastermind to your approaching mind, where you take conscious decisions, and then it goes out to the target receivers, which could be customers, other managers, it could also be your staff. And from them, the target receivers, it goes back to your approaching mind, where you make a judgment, where you can decide how you see this situation, and back to your mastermind. And this flow can be very quick and very smooth. Flow is important to be able to never stop consuming new development and new events in the surroundings. It needs to be an open channel, always ready to consume information and to digest and work with it, to run with it if needed. It might seem like a small thing, but the ongoing output and result of this is huge. So you have to learn how to flow if you're not already doing it. How do you like it? You can always hit me up at www.keyasyourhost.com, and I'll be happy to see you there and to hear your thoughts. Bye!